make a quick right on Houston Street, then a left onto Elm Street, where it would jump onto the Stemmons Freeway for a quick trip to the Dallas Trade Mart.
As we were driving away, I dropped back to the follow-up car.
I took a position on the right rear running board of the follow-up car.
We traveled down the road from Love Field, going past groups of people here and there.
I remember a lady coming up from my right, trying to catch up with the car.
Got a pretty good crowd of people down here. It's down to 2 lanes of traffic. 10-4, we got a good motorcycle escort.
People were hanging out windows. There were windows open and people all along the route above us. When we hit Main Street, the crowds began to really get large. They were 10 deep, and 15 deep, and 20 deep.
You look ahead, you couldn't visualize really how the cars were going to get through. We have motorcycles. When you got to the narrow crowds, they had to drop back.
Because the crowd was surging into the street so much, the presidential driver tried to maneuver the car to the left, keeping the president, who was in the right rear, as far away from that side of the street where the crowd was as possible, but placing Mrs. Kennedy closer to the crowd, which necessitated my leaving the follow-up car on numerous occasions, running up to the presidential vehicle to remain as close to Mrs. Kennedy as I could, to intercede in the event it was necessary for anything that might happen.
All the way down Main Street where he'll turn on Houston to Elm.
As we traveled down Houston Street, I was scanning the left side, saw nothing unusual. People scattered about, taking pictures, cheering, calling out to the president. Then we turned left onto Elm Street.
We went towards the book depository and then turned left, be able to go down and go under the underpass to get on the Stemmons Freeway. And our best bet for a quick shot out to the Trade Mart. I, at this point, told the local agent in charge to notify the Trade Mart that we were probably within 5 minutes from there.
At just about 12:30 local time, the president's motorcade finally made the turn towards Dealey Plaza and away from the thunderous crowds of downtown.
And he'll turn on Houston to Elm, go under the triple underpass, then shoot on out Stemmons to the Mart.
We got to the end, I think it was Main Street, and we made a turn. The crowds really thinned out here. I scanned the buildings on the right. Didn't really see anything. There was hardly anybody along the ground there. I scanned ahead. I saw a building, the school book depository. It was orange in my mind. It was different from the other buildings.
The driver had to slow the car down considerably in order to make the turn. Instead of going the 10 to 12 miles an hour we had been going, he was cutting that speed at least in half. About that time, as I was scanning the left area from Elm Street, there was a large explosive noise to my right rear.